How y'all doing? Waiting on people to come in. What it do? Hope y'all having a good day. Y'all know if we coming in early, that mean we got us some partying to do tonight. What's up, sis? Look at you making it. How you doing today? Nice to see you. Rocky ain't gonna say hey.
Peace and power. How y'all doing today?
Oh, dang, we ain't even playing on me. Oh. We just getting our life together. Y'all make sure y'all like the Goddess Strip page. The link is in the bio. Make sure y'all like the Black Love and Appreciation Cookout page as well. So y'all don't be talking about, oh, I didn't know about it. Ain't nobody tell me. If you like the page, nobody don't got to tell you shit, because when it's time, you will be ready. Black people always talking about they don't know. Oh, I hope you have a good day working hard. What's up, sis? I hope y'all brought some comments for us to talk about, especially you, Nisi. You always got some good questions, so I hope you brought something to talk about. You can probably come down.
How y'all doing out there? Go check the Rocket Musa page. RAKMUSA Rocket Musa.
The link is in the bio.
Link in the bio. I'm working on new music as well. Come check me out if you're in town. Tomorrow night, be at the Lyrical Healing Open Mic at LaJuan Soul Food on South Tryon. Come check that out. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be poetry, R&B, whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Man, y'all better stop missing Lyrical Healing.
Lyrical Healing at LaJuan's Soul Food, South Tryon, Saturday night.
Lyrical Healing is a whole vibe out here. And in case y'all missed last night, I was on Plug Talk. And y'all definitely should check that out. That was fun times. When I left last night, I was definitely very highly satisfied. So definitely check that out. It was something else I wanted to say too. Hold on, y'all. I wasn't prepared. Make sure y'all check out these Bible studies. The first one is already been dropped. The rest of them won't start dropping until January, which is a week or two away. So make sure y'all check that out. We've been getting a lot of good feedback as far as the Bible studies are concerned. I'm glad that y'all taking it, how we giving in, not taking it out of context and getting crazy about it. So that's what's up on that behalf. And I wanted to personally thank everybody that has come into my cipher, like within the last few months. Like I've been really meeting a lot of people who like really got a platform and really out here like sharing the platform with others and really encouraging other people to, like get on their shit and get what they gift and, just people who out here supporting each other. You know what I mean? So we always saying that it's not support. It's not that it's not support. People not supporting you. And you need to check and see what's the reasoning for that. You know what I mean? But as far as black people supporting black people, everywhere I go is support. Everybody who I come in contact with is support and supporting each other. So if nobody's supporting you, you might want to check yourself and see why is that and why is nobody supporting you. So definitely check that out. You ain't have nothing else to say. I really didn't even got a lot to talk about, honestly. But we can go ahead and get started because, like last week, people would catch it when they catch it because I know it is early in the day. since it's not gonna be tonight. So boom. So first I wanted to talk about men insecurities. We always talk about the women. Y'all see my unicorns? That good goddess drip. But anyway, so we always talk about women's insecurities, or whatever, but nobody really addresses the men's insecurity. So I always talk to Rock, of course, about everything, and he's just such a secure man. You know what I mean? He always has been. But when you actually talk to your partner, you know that they deal with stuff internally. You know what I mean? And they have to check themselves. And when you shed an ego, that has to do with dropping a lot of insecurities. You know what I mean? So that's kind of where that came from. But you want to talk about male insecurity since you're the male? You can start it.
I mean, male insecurities. I mean, I can understand male insecurities. I only had a few insecurities throughout my life. Uh, I'm not really an insecure male and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I ain't an ugly dude. You know what I'm saying? I ain't conceited either. You know what I mean? I just don't tend to let a lot of shit like really get to me and shit.
What's up, Doctor?
Unless it's like some blatant disrespect or something like that, that might cause an insecurity or something like that. But for the most part, my ego always been in check. What's good? What's good, Jack? Like Joakim, my ego for the most part of my life really been in check. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's thanks to my grandmother and shit like that, though. You know what I'm saying? My pops. You know what I'm saying? I always show love. Um, I always seek out the best in people, but I ain't gullible. You know what I'm saying? My discernment is always level and high. So it's situational with some people, a lot of people, and depending on what the situation is and what these insecurities derive from. Um,
Like when I speak on male insecurity, I'm more so speaking, but this is me personally. Like I'm always speaking on like men always be like, oh, I want this type of female, but at the end of the day, you know damn well that you're not secure enough to handle the type of female that you saying that you want, because really your ego, aka your insecurities, could not handle that. You know what I mean? Men always talking about, oh, hell yeah, I want to have a threesome. I want to do this and that. Well, you know that you're insecure and you cannot handle seeing your woman getting piped down by another dude. You cannot handle seeing your woman engage intimately with another female. And this don't have nothing to do whether you like female on female or not. That's besides the point. The point is that if you know you talking all this big shit, that your ego will not allow you to see two women interacting intimately, because they look very different than a man and a woman. And these are two people who understand each other and who has the same thing. So it looks different. You know what I mean? It's more sensual. It's more sexual. It's just different, right? So you know that you are insecure and you can't fucking handle that. But we always talking this and talking that when you know you couldn't handle that. You know what I mean? Which is where you get a lot of men like, hell no, my woman ain't doing this. She can't wear that. Why everybody looking at my woman? You know what I mean? Or where you going with that on? Who you dressing up for? Like, that's insecurity. You know what I mean? Because if you know that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, what's up, Portia the poet? Portia the poet? Portia the poet? But you know, if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, that you don't have to worry about that shit. But we get so caught up on possession and feeling like people belong to us. That's where a lot of fucking insecurities come from. If you drop that shit and realize that a person is a person and you don't own no fucking body but yourself.
Love is not possession.
Right. And that you cannot control people, that will really help a lot of your insecurities. But instead, you think that this is your pussy and this is your dick or whatever, when it's not. This is just, if the agreement was, I'm only going to be faithful to you and I'm only going to have sex with you, that's just what it is. But that don't mean that you own the person or they sexual organs, if you will. You know what I mean?
At all.
So I really hate weak ass niggas personally, because I'm a very strong female. You know what I mean? And I always have been. I've never been any different than what I am. So I'm used to men like feeling some type of way. They don't want their woman, hanging with me or whatever because I'm such a free person, and because they, what's up, Gemini, and because they fucking insecure with they self and with their foundation and they female, because typically most people do not have fucking solid foundations. Period. Because if you have a solid foundation and you know your shit is unshakable, it don't matter what the fuck happened on the outside world. Once you step outside your house or your doors or whatever the fuck, you know that your shit is unshakable. So you know that it doesn't matter. You know that you land that pipe. You know that you got the good cooties or whatever the case may be, and that shit don't even matter to you.
So that's vice versa. Like on my side, like I, women always saw insecurities with me and shit, and being how cool I was, how, you know what I'm saying, inviting I am, like I'm a respectable dude, you know what I'm saying, but shit, I like what I like, you know what I'm saying, and a lot of women would be in my past relationships or past interaction with women, that women would be highly insecure. So that those insecurities by those women made me shed mine because I didn't want to deal with that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if somebody gonna deal with me, they can't be insecure, and in turn, I'm not gonna be insecure because I don't want to deal with who you talking to, who that on the phone, who you texting, you know, why you got them sweats on, or whatever fuck shit. Like, I'm not finna deal with that shit. So, since I don't like that shit, I'm not gonna project that same shit out on the female and shit.
And it's crazy because I was so insecure, with you. One, like no matter what we was doing, whether it was sexually or not, I was a very insecure person. I mean, it probably had a lot to do with myself, but either way, I was very insecure. One, and on the flip side, um, he definitely never was like that with me. And y'all know all the shit that I done did in the past, how big of a hoe I was, and just everything that I fucking did, giving niggas STDs and everything. And he never, ever, once we moved on for these particular situations, brought that shit back up or made me feel some type of way about it. Like, where you going? Who you talking to? Who's that nigga at work? Oh, you fucking him? Oh, what, you about to go fuck this nigga? What's up, Quinette? You about to go fuck this nigga? You about to go do this? Like, never. Like, not once. Like, and when I say not once, I genuinely mean not once. And he's such an such a secure person that made my insecurities go away. You know what I mean? Because it's like once a person show you over and over and over who the fuck they are, then why are you still being insecure?
That's for one. I'm not finna ask you goddamn a million goddamn questions where you going and all that shit. Because I don't want, what up, Cornell? I don't want motherfuckers goddamn asking me a million fucking questions and shit. I'm gonna tell you where I'm gonna go, you know what I'm saying, where I'm gonna be at or all that. But don't fucking goddamn harass me about who this, who that, why, who. Like, I don't fucking do that shit. You know what I'm saying? So don't fucking do that shit to me and shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's just me and shit. You know what I'm saying? If I say I trust you, I'm going to trust you until the fucking dark comes to the light. And when the dark comes to the light, that's when I fucking deal with the shit. Like, I'm not finna goddamn be crazy and snooping around and goddamn have me going fucking insane because of insecurity when you really don't have no concrete facts of the insecurity. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not fucking around with that shit.
And I think it's just bad that we are so much older and people are still so insecure. Like, that's really a sad thing, and that's why we can't even begin to stress how important it is to get to yourself. Because if you know who the fuck you are, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to be insecure. When you know what you bring to the table and you know what you have to offer and you know what the fuck your aura is and what your energy is, like, you're not going to be insecure.
Nope.
You know what I mean? But nobody really wants to heal. We rather worry about bullshit and stupid shit. You know what I mean? It's easier to be who the fuck everybody else is, as in insecure, petty as fuck, argumentative. It's easy to do that.
I ain't with none of that shit. I ain't never been with none of that shit since a teenager. I ain't been with none of that arguing shit. I ain't been with none of that asking me 1,000 questions where the fuck I'm going at, who you talking to. I don't do that shit. And especially I'm not doing that shit in public. If I really want to know, I'm gonna wait till everybody not around us. Cause one, I don't want people knowing when we fucking argue, and I don't want people looking at me crazy when I'm fucking arguing.
Yeah,
You know what
that's
I'm
true.
saying? I'm
That's
gonna
another
argue in
thing you
private.
taught me.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because when my emotions get riled up,
You get all
I
loud
get loud and shit.
and belligerent.
And no, that's for the crib. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm not with none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I always been truthful and shit. If I got down, just wanted to be friends with benefits with your ass, I'm going to tell your ass that I want to be friends with benefits and shit. And I'm not going to disrespect you or no shit like that or treat you like, nah, I told you that I wasn't looking for a serious relationship. Now, if you don't want the friends with benefits, cool, we could be just friends, but just know that that's all we going to be. And when I mean friends, I mean just friends. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no extra shit. You know what I'm saying? I always been like that. You know what I'm saying? And I guess that's why a lot of female friends that I had from back in the day, they still uh, care for me in a high manner. You know what I'm saying? In a highly respectable manner and shit. Because I never treated a woman less than, you know what I'm saying? Even if she might have gave it up on the first night within the first week or whatever or some shit like that. I never treated them like less than. You know what I mean? So don't do that shit to me.
Yeah, that's true. Because as much shit as I done did, you ain't never even disrespected me. So I definitely believe that. But yeah, I just hate the insecurities in general. And it's a lot of reasons that men and women can be insecure. But if you will keep finding yourself in situations that keep on making you put your insecure that keep causing you to be insecure, you need to rid yourself of those fucking situations. One, and two, you really need to work on yourself. You know what I mean? Because I was insecure as fuck as well, and now I'm just totally off that shit, bro. Like insecurities does not it you block your blessings like that. First of all, especially in a relationship, because you're so insecure, you really stunting a lot of stuff that y'all could be doing, a lot of fun things you could be doing. For those who are more freaky than others, you stopping yourself from a lot of freaky ass opportunities because we insecure. You know what I mean? But that's what I mean about building that solid foundation. Because if you know your foundation is solid, like for real, and you don't know your foundation is solid is 2 years or 3 years or 4 years, because y'all ain't went through shit. It takes time to build a foundation.
And motherfuckers don't be brutally honest when you first meet with a person.
Right.
You know
or even throughout the relationship, meeting and in the midst of it. You know what I mean? Like when we say brutally honest, we say brutally honest. Like shit that you don't like, things that you do like, whether it be farting in front of each other, goddamn going to bed without makeup, waking up with crust and goddamn spit marks. That's being honest. Motherfucker waking up not looking like you did yesterday with all that shit on your face. That's being honest. That's showing somebody who you are. That's telling people who you are, telling people what you like sexually. That's being honest. Oh, he's gonna think this of me or think I doubt it.
You better get that shit out of the way. And that don't mean if you talk about sex on the first date, that don't mean you goddamn about to have sex. But shit, you need to know if you, especially if you sexually active and you like sex, y'all. To me, that discussion needs to be had in the first couple of dates and shit. Like
how y'all prioritize money conversations, I feel like sex need to be the same priority.
Thoroughly.
Yeah.
Like thoroughly. You know what I'm saying? Like everything you like about it and what you dislike about it, it needs to be talked about. You know what I'm saying? Especially if both parties y'all like sex and y'all been sexually active before you got with that person. The frequency, how much sex you like, how often you want it, what you like about it, things you don't like about it, like all that shit. If
you like group sex, if you don't,
all that shit.
If you like anal, you don't. You know what I mean? But we be so worried about what somebody bringing to the damn table.
Or what they gonna think of you when you tell them that. You know what I'm saying? Fuck all that.
If somebody think less of you because that mean they ain't supposed to be with you.
And they ain't mature enough to goddamn have the conversation in the first place.
And if they ain't mature enough to handle sex talk and you a fucking adult, then what are you doing with yourself? If we can't even talk about sex, what the fuck make you think that we genuinely finna have open and honest communication throughout this relationship? If we can't even talk about sex. Like, you know what I mean?
That shit odd to me.
Yeah, it's very odd. It's odd how we treat sex anyway, but everybody out here fucking, but we can't talk about it. You supposed to tell people what you like or XYZ. Like, that don't even make no damn sense.
Because a lot of we've got this question over the last couple of weeks, like, is sex the main part of our discussions? Like, no, it's not, but it's a vital part. You know what I'm saying? How do you think that we even are able to maintain a relationship for so long and shit? It's honesty, trust, it's all the good shit plus sex.
Right. Period.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
and not even being funny, a lot of y'all is hoes, but y'all don't want to say that y'all hoes and don't want to commit to saying what the fuck you is. But nobody who is not sexually on your level is going to calm you down. They're not going to remain attractive after so long if they not on your level and they don't keep your ass excited. If they can't bring the damn excitement, how you think you finna be? Either you gonna settle and be with this person and you're never gonna be fulfilled, or it's just not gonna fucking work out. It's nothing wrong. Whore and hoe is just a word for somebody who likes to have a lot of sex, or who have sex than more than other people, or who is open about it. It's not a negative thing. It's just lack of a better word. I mean, if y'all know a better word for somebody who like really like to fuck and really about that shit and really like will do it with multiple partners, please enlighten me. You know what I mean? When I say it is not a negative thing, it is what the fuck it is. That's not a bad thing. Like, mother, if you like to fuck, you like to fuck. There's nothing wrong with that. We grown as fuck. Like, what? What's the problem? Like, I mean, what? I'd rather know you like
when
to
you
fuck.
Being safe, I don't see goddamn.
What's the problem? You ain't bothering nobody. Your kids ain't missing no meals. Your bills is getting paid. Your relationship is solid. Everybody being honest. Like, what is the problem? I mean, I don't know. But yeah, I just think we got to work on the insecurities, because that was the whole point of all of that, is just that insecure shit is weak as fuck. And if we really want to thrive in our relationships,
I keep a healthy amount of lust for my wife.
Yeah, healthy is a great way of putting it.
I mean, there ain't no other way to put it.
Yes, he does. And we telling y'all this, and we've been together damn near 17 years in January. And 17, like they taught you in math, you round it up. So we've been together damn near 20 years, and we still love to fuck. We still go get hotels to fuck. We still getting it popping. We still keeping it exciting. We still gonna try whatever. I'm with all the shits. Like, it is what it is. Like, how the fuck do we plan on having a long relationship and a good bond and being best friends and shit if we can't even keep each other sexually satisfied? And like I told y'all before, when you're not sexually satisfied, especially when you've been in a relationship for a long period of time, that is when everything outside the house starts looking good.
And keep noting, this is after everything else is taken care of. The sex ain't coming first. It's coming after everything else is taken care of.
Meaning, like communication,
loyalty, trust, respect. Making sure this person cares if you're healthy or not. You ate or not. You got clothes on your back. You know what I'm saying?
Your mental is okay.
That come after that. But we ain't gonna act like that ain't a vital part of the shit. Yep. Never.
That is true. And my next topic was, we always see and read comments of people that be like, I'll be in a relationship, but I won't be committed for whatever the reason. Like, for instance, somebody don't like to have sex like you do. They don't give head. And that's man or woman head. They don't suck dick, they ain't eat pussy, but you like that or whatever. Well, I'll be in a relationship, but I won't be committed. You sound fucking stupid.
Why even be in the fucking relationship?
Exactly. And that's exactly my point in even saying that. Like
why
you sound fucking dumb.
Like, to me, you telling me that you rather be a liar than be committed. That's what that means. I will be in a relationship with that person, but shit, I won't be committed to them. Oh, you'll be a fucking liar. That's what you are.
Because that goes just like with what we said. One, everybody's agreement is different. So we're not talking about the people who done made the agreement and motherfucker, okay, I know you don't like to do this, but we got this business relationship, but we can still step out. All right, obviously we're not talking to that. That's the agreement. The agreement is we can do whatever we want to do, whoop de whoop. So that don't count. But if you're gonna be with somebody, that goes back to what we just said. You have to talk about the shit in the beginning so you don't even get there. If you are not open and you not talking about it, why the fuck would you end up with a bitch who don't suck dick and you know that your favorite part of sex is getting your dick sucked? Like, that's stupid as fuck. So instead of fixing that shit or dropping that relationship, you rather just cheat and go over here and get your dick sucked all the time.
She got a good job and shit like that. So
that's using somebody.
Right, you're a fucking liar.
And that's using people. Like,
he got a good job. He got good
but
money,
he don't fuck me that good.
So I'll just goddamn step out. You're a fucking liar. You're dishonest. You're a deceiver. You know what I'm saying? You can find somebody who got a good job, good dick, good job, good pussy, respectable, good pussy, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit, that's bullshit.
Right.
That's bullshit.
But then you get mad when people don't keep it real with you, but you don't even look at all the bullshit that you putting out in the universe. That may be why motherfuckers don't keep it real with you, because you ain't out here keeping it fucking real with yourself.
Right. It's like that meme you said, why do women ask why men cheat but won't ask her girlfriend who sleep with a dude that's in a relationship? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, yo. Let's be real with each other at all times, man.
But you know
that shit go both ways. And
that
mean that shit go vice versa and shit.
I'm totally the friend that will tell you don't fuck with nobody in a relationship. My number one reason is that shit'll get you killed. I don't know about y'all, but I sit in the house and watch a lot of crazy ass shit. And them damn romances and them goddamn side shit, especially as an adult, that shit'll get you killed. That relationship that started off, she just sucking your dick because your girl wouldn't do it. But guess what? Your girl will never do it. So you always tend to be at the dick sucker house. And then now y'all building a relationship. And now y'all telling intimate shit and y'all pillow talking. And now she jealous when you go home and she wants you to be over there on Christmas and all this and that. And then you wonder why the fuck your goddamn baby mama end up dead somewhere. Like, because you're being stupid. And it's not a joke. Like, playing with people's feelings and shit, that shit is not a joke. You know what I mean? And we take that shit lightly, but it's not. Like, it's not funny. Like, it's really not, when all you have to do is communicate. Like, I cannot stress the fucking importance of communicating. Like, to me, that's almost the most important thing of the relationship. Period. And I mean, sex is very important to me, but if I can't even talk to you, I'm not even trying to fuck you. So then it kind of knock it down and it don't matter. Because if I can talk to you, we can talk about sex, you know what I mean? So, but if you cannot communicate, then what the fuck is y'all doing? And communication is blunt. Communication is removing the emotions and shit. Because when, especially us as women, when somebody tell you something and you always getting fucking offended or you always getting emotional, you always getting mad, nobody wants to fucking talk to you.
Nope.
So now, once again, now I start talking to my coworkers. Now I start talking to the girl who likes to suck my dick. Now I start talking to basically everybody but your ass, and I'm building all these outside goddamn situationships, if you will, when I should be talking to you at the house. It should be nothing we can't talk about. Yeah, everything is not going to make you happy or make you feel good per se. But if it hurt your feelings, what should make you feel good is that they cared enough to fuck about you to talk to your ass about it.
Right.
Whatever it may be. Because nobody don't have to talk to us at all. So if somebody open enough to fucking talk to you about anything, even if it's the girl in the corner with the fat ass, and you talking to me as your wife, I should not get mad or feel no type of way or feel like I'm being disrespected, because one, my dude don't have to be that cool with me to talk to me about it, one. And two, I know the fuck he coming home, so it doesn't fucking matter. I know that that's just a girl over there with a fat ass. And it's just that simple, because you know your mate. But when you don't know your mate, everything hurts your damn feelings. You know what I mean? And we take everything as disrespect. Just because you married don't mean the only person they see is you. Just because you married or even in a fucking relationship, just because y'all together don't mean the world around you stop. Just because you together don't mean everybody else looks uglier now and everybody ass deflated because y'all are together. That's not what that means.
It's full of shit.
Hey Lachey, how you doing?
And like
make sure if y'all got any topics, let me know.
After being on social media for 10 plus years now, and you see how shit women look at us thirstily just like we look at their ass. Like shit, not until I was good and grown, we know about goddamn girls looking at our fucking gray sweatpants and actually looking at our fucking dick print. And y'all talk about the shit all day on fucking social media.
But
shit.
You walk by a dude with your titties out and somebody say something about your titties, and now your feelings hurt. Or now you feel some type of way.
No,
like
I'm just saying, like when you can see obviously like, oh yeah, she's in a relationship. She likes looking at man schlongs and their fucking sweatpants too. But she's committed. You know what I'm saying? She's with her husband, but she enjoys looking at man meat. So it's like, okay, if we both doing the same shit when we ain't with each other. If I see a nice ass, I can't say like, damn, that's a nice ass. And then all of a sudden, oh, you looking at this bitch ass and that, like, goddamn. Like, seriously? Like, seriously.
What's up,
your wife see a goddamn nice dick, like, oh, he's handsome now.
And my husband know I'm very lustful.
Goddamn, like,
so he know goddamn well because me and him is married that I'm not gonna not look at all these sexy ass black men. I love black men. They're fucking beautiful. And if I see one that look good, guess who's going to look? I am. I'm not finna drool over it or goddamn try to like cup his dick in my hand or whatever. But if he look good, damn it, I'm gonna fucking look.
What's good, girl? How you doing, sis?
It just is what the fuck it is.
It is what it is.
And since y'all here, make sure if y'all got any topics or questions or whatever, let us know. But it just is what the fuck it is. But that goes back to those insecurities, y'all. If you drop these insecurities, you don't give a fuck about that. When you drop insecurities, you don't give a fuck about your nigga watching porn. You hope that he watch porn and come and try some new motherfucking positions with you. Because you're not insecure. It don't make you feel less than or anything, no matter what nobody is doing. Because if somebody love you, they're not going to disrespect you. Him looking at a woman is not disrespect. Now, if he see a woman and you all drooling and shit and I'm talking to you and you can't even focus because you sitting up here staring at a female ass, that's something totally different. If your dude or your woman can't control themselves, that's a whole nother conversation to be had.
Yep.
But if y'all know that y'all loyal or whatever, you need to know your fucking partner. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, what is that bothering? Who gives a fuck? I know I ain't got no ass, so you might as well look at all these asses out here because when we go in the house, I don't have no fat ass. But guess what? I don't give a fuck because all the fat asses in the world don't mean shit when we get in the house because he's still with me. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like, you know, we just have to do better with that. And if you're going to say you're going to be in a relationship and you can't be committed, it sounds like your ass don't need to be in a relationship.
Oh. And if you can't find what you want in that person that's going to keep you there at all times, you need to find your person that's going to keep you home at all times.
Yeah, and that's not making you stay home. That's you wanting to be home because everything you need and want is at the house. Ain't nothing outside that is better than what the fuck you got in the house. And that is both of y'all job to make sure that can't nobody do nothing better than what the fuck y'all doing in the house. That's why I say I don't believe in a whole bunch of no's. Y'all know I don't like anal. That's my only fucking no. Like, that's it.
And I don't want that.
You know what I mean? And that's my only no. But when you sit up here, know that I don't like sucking dick. I don't want to do this. I don't want to turn over. I don't like it from the back. I don't like sucking dick. I don't like when you smack my ass. I don't like this. I don't like that. The list get too goddamn long. Everything outside look good. Because the thoughts is not out here with all that goddamn no. Period. And my husband gonna do any fucking thing I want to do as long as it ain't got to do with his asshole. So basically, everybody's asshole, mine for dick, his for anything is off limit. Anything else is a go. And we so open, we can talk about it. What you want to do? It is what the fuck it is. Like, it is, that's just it. And that's just that on that. Lachey said, yes, ma'am, we have needs and stuff too. If your relationship is strong, it shouldn't be a problem. Exactly. And that's why we trying to help.
When y'all being truly honest with each other. And shit, you know what I'm saying? But we gotta be honest and true with our agreements when we saying that we gonna be exclusive with somebody.
And that's why we here to help, because we tired of seeing fake strong relationships on Facebook. Everybody looks strong in black, beautiful love and fucking pictures, but after we get off fucking Facebook, what the fuck is the quality of your relationship? What is it then? Like, I want y'all shit to look as good as it do on Facebook to look that fucking good in real life. Because if the shit really looked that good in real life, we wouldn't see y'all with different niggas every so often. We wouldn't see motherfuckers out here hurt. We wouldn't see men making butt hurt posts and shit because people hurt your feelings or whatever. Because if that shit was solid, like y'all said it was last week, these posts would never be made. Period. Because when it's solid, solidarity in a relationship kill a lot of shit. It kill a lot of arguments. It kill a lot of bullshit. It kill a lot of stagnation. It kills a lot of bullshit because you solid. Y'all understand who each other are. Y'all understand the relationship. You understand the respect. You know what'll piss me off. I know what'll piss you off. You in tune. You know when I don't want to do this. I know when you don't want to do this. I know when you mad. I know when you happy. I know what you like. You know what I like. And the list goes on. So we fucking solid. It ain't nothing to get mad about. You know what to say. You know what not to say. What people like. Whatever. It's y'all dynamics.
But y'all gotta be honest within y'all agreements, man.
Lachey said, I've been in a relationship with my boyfriend for 3 years. He tells me he ain't going nowhere, but my past relationships have been shit. So am I wrong for still having my guard up? First of all, 3 years is nothing. You know what I mean? And not to take away from this, but I'm just saying when we think in terms of relationships, we think these small numbers. Like y'all still two individuals getting to know each other who still have a lot of things to experience together. You know what I mean? To finish the foundation of building the relationship, right? So, cool. He said he ain't going nowhere if he hasn't given you any reason
that depends
to question.
Right. That depends on his character routine.
Yeah, if he haven't given you any reason, I'm definitely going to say not have your guard up, but don't have your guard up so high where it fuck up your relationship. You know what I mean? I'm always the one for a watchful eye. Because people have on masks sometimes. And I'm not talking about your dude. I'm just talking about humans in general. People have on masks. You know what I mean? And sometimes we can't even see the mask for just wanting to be in a relationship so bad. So definitely keep your eyes open. But if he been truthful, he been loyal, and he been faithful, you can definitely take that guard down a little bit.
Right, because every relationship has a rhythm and a routine. You know what I'm saying? Every relationship. You know what I'm saying? When y'all get in the groove, y'all move at a rhythm. That shit is in sync. You know what I'm saying? You know the nigga routine. You know your girl routine. You know it. Because when you're dealing with love, you're going to keep that love in that same goddamn routine. You know what I'm saying? And if the routine is still making you happy to the highest measure, then you always know when something is out of the routine.
But we try to act like we don't.
But we deny that shit. You know what I'm saying? What if somebody's character is good and they in that routine of the love, and you know it, once that little nigga take a detour, you like, oh, ho nigga, what's that?
But you gotta be on it though.
But
you don't let the shit slip.
You can't let it go
and
by.
You don't play because that sets you up for later. You know what I mean? But I mean, if somebody ain't giving you no reason, I definitely say you can take it down a little bit, because we have our guard up so much where it started affecting how we giving ourselves, you know what I mean? And when you're not giving a person yourself, I'm not saying 100% per se, you know what I mean? Because I still feel like we have to go through stuff, and I feel like that we are very lenient on the shit that we accept in fucking relationships. So, you know, it just depends.
That's what I'm saying. You got to be brutally honest and shit. Like, whatever was the thing in the last relationship that you learned, like, I don't like this and this and this and this about a relationship, and would come from a male, and when I'm in a relationship with them, when you go into the next relationship, you're like, look, this is ... I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit. This will make me feel insecure if you do this, such and such and such and such. You get that shit out the door immediately. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, there's no misinterpretation. There's no misunderstanding.
Yeah, so that should have come back and bite you. Queen said, we fuss and fight. I mean, we fuss and we laugh and do it all over again for the last 13 years. And you're right. Yes, honey, that's longevity. That's awesome. Lachey said he is a good man and treats my baby great. I just don't want to get too comfortable until I know where this is going. Well, in 3 years, I mean, you can kind of see where he's trying to make it go. Like shit, if he is genuine about you, I'm sure by now you can kind of see whether y'all going left or right per se. You know what I'm trying to say? But I ain't gonna necessarily. You don't never get too comfortable in no goddamn situation. We've been together 17 years and I'm just getting comfortable. Like because, but I'm just getting comfortable because we've been through a lot of shit. I done put his ass through a lot of shit, so I know how the fuck he act in most all shit. It ain't too much we ain't been through. So in all situations, I know how the fuck he gonna act. If he in a room with a naked female, I know how he gonna act. If we have a threesome with a female, I know how the fuck he gonna act after that. When I make him mad as fuck, I know how he gonna act. When we argue, I know how he gonna act. When we got money, I know how he gonna act. When we don't have money, I know how he gonna act. Um, when he goes to work and he come home, I know how he gonna act. When he have a good day at work, a bad day at work, I know how he gonna act. You know what I mean? Giving him an STD, I know how he gonna act. Cheating on him, I know how he gonna act. You know what I mean? So just a whole bunch of things have happened. So yeah, I can get fucking comfortable at this point. You know what I mean? But I don't believe in getting too comfortable in anything, honestly. Um, Queen said, and you have to be ready to go through the storm. But without the storm is the test. That's exactly what I mean about time. And then that's what you want, honestly, is the storm. Because if you don't know the storm, how do you know how this person really feel about you? It's easy to soup you up and be all in your ear with all this lovey-dovey shit when things is always good. It's all when we both working and we both paying these bills and everybody got extra money and the kids are great and it's sunshiny. It's always easy to goddamn, I'm gonna be here. I love you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. But when somebody lose their job, they health deteriorate. You can't fuck for a month or two. Goddamn, a car get repossessed. I done lost my job and need you to help me take care of my household or whatever the case may be. Like the storm is what build character for you as people and you in your relationship.
You gotta pay attention to their character routine. Everybody who has a good character, they have a routine to their good character. And if they fucking, you gotta recognize that shit. You know what I'm saying? And when a motherfucker does something outside of character, that's when you like, yo, nah, we're not gonna be doing this here and shit. You know what I mean?
And you have to make sure that you are receptive to the truth. Because let's say somebody is in a routine or whatever, right? But let's say all of a sudden I want to break the routine because the shit get boring. Like me, I don't fucking like routines. That bores the shit out of me. So somebody need to be able to come to you and tell you, I want to try XYZ. But if you know that this person been loyal and they coming to you out of respect, you don't make them feel like, oh, why the fuck did you say that? So what that mean? I knew you've been cheating. I knew, like, no. But you know what I mean?
But then you got people that are spontaneous and unpredictable. That's their routine. You know what I'm saying? Once they start becoming predictable and shit, or you know what I'm saying? Everyone steps out of their routine, whoever they are. You got to pay attention. The character routine, that's them. Once they step outside of whatever's their character routine, you got to check that shit.
And you kind of want to make sure when you step out of routine, they taking you with them. If that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, because shit do get boring. Life bores the fuck out of me. But when I step out of my routine, my dude is going with me. You know what I mean? So, like, we just got to keep our eyes open to the right things and be fucking mindful. Like, we act like we have on fucking love goggles.
Yep.
And we can't see shit. And then 10 years down the line, you wonder why you stuck here. And then you be talking about, oh, I'm here because of the kids and all that. Well, you know it was bullshit before you got pregnant the first time. But you had on your love goggles. And you couldn't see what the fuck was in your face. You know what I mean? So this is when your what we call it? Your discernment comes into play. Elise said that's right. That shit is so real. Tiff said right, and she said, Lachey said, we definitely been through a storm. We still here, so I understand what you're saying. And believe me, 3 years of a storm, you got plenty more storm to come.
Right.
You know what I mean? So once again, don't get too comfortable in shit. You know what I mean? That's good too. I don't ever want to make it seem negative.
You gotta pay attention to people's character during the storm, man.
Yeah, like that shit is real.
And you always investigate what caused the storm. You know what I'm saying?
Even if that was you.
You got to.
It's okay. But this is once again why communication is so important. Because if we can communicate, we can even talk through the storm and we can get through the storm a lot better. Communication is like the umbrella on a stormy ass fucking day. It might be raining and stormy, but y'all ain't gonna get wet because y'all under this umbrella of communication. You know what I mean? Like we have to be fucking open about the shit that we going through. And we have to be open about who we are because typically if people love you and somebody want to be with you, it's hard to get rid of a motherfucker. So it's definitely okay to be yourself and be open and talk about shit because more than likely they're not finna leave your ass if they really fucking love you. Like that's one of the hardest things to shake is a motherfucker who genuinely love your ass. Right. So you definitely can be open.
I'm not finna play with you in no form or fashion and shit. If I'm with you and shit. And over time I don't find, you know what I'm saying, everything I need, you know what I'm saying, in a person. You know what I'm saying? That only grows. But me, if I'm gonna commit to a person and say, all right, I'm gonna be with them, they doing majority everything that I like. You know what I'm saying? Everything. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not playing around with that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not superficial with the
things that you like.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm not superficial with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. So the next topic that I've been hearing a lot, right, and people always been asking, so I thought it was time to like address it. I can't remember if we said something before about it or like brought it up as a topic, but people always asking me what do I think about polyamorous relationships, right? So first and foremost, I just want y'all to understand a polyamorous relationship is where a man has multiple women, right? And typically multiple women, y'all all stand in the same, you're a unit. Okay, so everybody is in the house working together, all the funds are together, everything is together amongst this household of queens and man, right? That's a polyamorous relationship. A lot of y'all motherfuckers is asking me about polyamorous relationships and you just an open fucking relationship. An open relationship and a polyamorous relationship is not the same thing.
That's religion.
Like that is not the same. So if we talking about a genuine polyamorous relationship, that's beautiful, but the only ones that I've seen work have been deeply rooted in spirituality. You know what I mean? And that's just that. But my whole thing on it really is as fucked up as we are in monogamous relationships, I don't know how the fuck y'all think these polyamorous relationships are about to work when you can't even get it right with just you and another person. So you already haven't mastered the relationship between two people, and now you want to add another person and children in it for more of like a shit storm, like because the shit is gonna blow up. Yep. Women are emotional. Women are jealous. You know what I mean? So the man walking around thinking he king dingaling because he got these two females. But if it's not a harmonious situation, and it's just like every relationship, of course y'all gonna argue shit. That's not what I mean. But if it's not more than likely, more than not a harmonious situation, it's not gonna work. Just like two fucking people is not gonna work. You know what I mean? So at the end of the damn day, let's stop trying to act like everybody is so open to polygamy when you're really not. Because if that was the case, a lot of y'all who baby daddies who be out here cheating and shit, and you know that he at the other girl house, y'all could make a polyamorous relationship. Because it's the same principle. Instead of y'all going back and forth and arguing who house he at and who nigga he is, and when I got 2 kids and you got 3, you would bring that shit into one household. Now he don't have to go nowhere. Y'all gonna make y'all income together. The kids is gonna grow up together. Everybody is gonna do their part and make it work. So y'all are not even ready for that shit. And it's very few people out here who have mastered the relationship between 2 people. So I don't know how the fuck you think this is about to work with the third. Now, if we say in an open relationship, I could see that way more. That's where everybody is, doing their own thing out of respect. But I know it's me and him, but I can go be with other men. He can be with other women. When me and you together, that's just me and you. You know what I mean? But when I'm with Tom, that's just me and Tom. When you with Shamika, that's just you and Shamika, whatever. That is, I understand that more than y'all trying to be in a poly relationship. Like, y'all are not ready for that. So, I mean, that's kind of my take on that. And most motherfuckers don't even, you can't even afford a place to stay with one job nowadays in America, right? So how the fuck you about to take care of both of these women and all of these kids and all this? How is that about to work? We can't even master ourselves, master our mind, master the relationship between the man and the woman just as singular. Like, how the fuck do y'all plan on this shit working? And technically, the woman typically finds the other female too. Like, if you a fucking petty ass female, you know what I mean, and you are an emotionally unstable female, how the fuck can you even be the one picking other females? You can't even pick your own fucking self. You know what I mean? Like, it's too many insecurities and shit out here for everybody to be worried about poly relationships.
I ain't playing them games. That's too much for me.
And we have talked about it too. Like, y'all, we talk about everything. Like, it's nothing that you can imagine that we haven't talked about. And that's exactly what he's saying. It's like dealing with one female is enough. And we ain't talking about just fucking or having threesomes. We're talking about genuinely having two females in one house and having to tend to this one, then go over here on Tuesday and Wednesday. Like, it's not a joke. And it's not a game. Like, it's not a small feat at all. So I just don't know how the fuck y'all always talking about this. Like, that kills me. If you can make it work, more power to you. And hey, everybody is different than your thing.
Good.
So yeah. Then the last thing that I wanted to talk about was we know as women that when we have children, we change, right? We know our bodies change, our hormones change. Things that you used to like, you may not like no more. Things that you used to like, things that you didn't used to like, you might like now. You used to like deep penetration, now you don't. Just different things, right? Because we change, we just gave birth to humans, so we have the right to change. My whole thing is that after a lot of women that I have heard or that I've talked to, and men too, coming from their perspective, is like a lot of times your sex drive changed, right? Cool, no problem. Like I said, you just gave birth to a whole fucking human. You have every right to take time to do whatever you want to and get yourself together. You know what I mean? But after a certain period of time, you know what I mean? We talking about 6 months, fucking a year and a half. Like, you know that our bodies change. The man did not fucking change. So the men still want to have sex. And you hear a lot of men cheating after women have babies. Once again, I'm not condoning it. I like to find solutions. You know what I mean? As to why people do what the fuck they do. So you hear a lot of men cheat after women have kids because now she ain't doing this or she ain't doing that. If your relationship is solid, then that's what your foundation is good, and we can be adults about things. Either you need to be fixing it because it's herbs, it's medicine, it's things you can do to get yourself back, because hell, it bothers you too when your body is off like that. When our hormones is off, it feels bad for us as well. It don't feel good for nobody. You know what I mean? So either you can be trying to fix it or whatever, and that's cool, or y'all really need to sit down with your man because you know that he still has needs and he still wants to fuck because he didn't give birth. Nothing changed on his end, but this baby keeping him up all night just like the baby that's it. But as far as physically, internally, his emotions and his hormone, nothing changed. So he still wants to have sex. And if you don't want to, we need to put on our big girl panties and really come up with a respectful way for him to go handle his needs and wants. But he has to deserve that. I'm not talking about your baby daddy who already cheated on you, period, before you had a baby. I'm not talking about your baby daddy who didn't give a fuck about you when you was pregnant. I'm not talking about your baby daddy who cheated while you was in the delivery room and he wasn't even there. I'm talking about the one who has showed and proved and just simply has needs. And you know internally that you're not able to meet them because XYZ. You know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. And cheating is only sneaky. You know what I mean? So if he has to go relieve himself somewhere else or do whatever the fuck he needs to do, like I feel like we need to put on our big girl panties. Once again, I'm not saying nobody should cheat. Once again, I'm not saying that I'm taking anything away from us. You know what I mean? As God giving birth or whatever, but we know that we go through changes. We know that our hormones change. You know that within a year, if somebody ain't had sex, like you know damn well, that's gonna be a problem. That's all I'm saying because I know people try to say, "Oh, you ain't had no kids." Yeah, but it's a fucking fact and it's science that our body change. It's a fact that motherfuckers cheat because now all of a sudden, where his baby mama used to be all on him and all rubbing and loving and this and that, now she don't fucking want to fuck him at all, and he still want to fuck. This is science. This don't got shit to do with me having kids or not having kids. Once again, I am looking for solutions for shit because the problems is the problems we all go through. I told y'all last week on that live. That's exactly why I'm glad that I have not had kids yet because I'm very aware of all the changes that could potentially take place. Some people have kids and goddamn they fucking sex me to go through the roof. And some people go down and it be the total opposite. So I'm just speaking on the ones where you know your sex drive is gone and he still has needs. That's all I'm saying. Because I'd much rather for us to put on our big girl panties and talk about it than him to have to go and cheat. And now he ain't shit. This dude cheated on me when I had a baby, whatever. Okay, sis, but you're not saying that it's been a year and a half and I ain't gave him no ass and he was very patient with me. And I understand the changes that I went through from having this baby because I'm God and I'm entitled to these changes. And these are sacrifices that we making when we have these kids. A year and a half is a long time for somebody to hold a fucking nut. It might not bother you that you ain't had sex in a year and a half, and that's you got that right, just like he got that right. But if everything is done in respect, that's between you and your partner. That's nobody else's business. That's not something you got to parade around and tell people. You don't have to ask your friends or whatever. That's up to you. You might even propose the idea to him, and he like, "Nah, baby, I'm fine waiting because I love you that much and I want to be with you." Or somebody might be like, "God damn, my balls is about to explode, and I literally just need to get off." It is what the fuck it is. But at the end of the day, no matter what's wrong with any of us, bro, it's herbs and shit out here because we are Africans. It's nothing that cannot be fixed. Anything that we have a problem with can be fixed and can be rectified. But by us not talking and being very insecure, a lot of the times we don't even seek to find solutions and we just let the problems be because we don't fucking want to deal with them. Because when you deal with them, you have to say things out loud to yourself and to your partner that maybe sound crazy, but it only sound crazy because you ain't used to people keeping it real. Because when you used to people keeping things real with you, nothing sound crazy. That's why nothing nobody say shocked me. Nothing nobody does surprises me too much. Very rare. Like the last time I got surprised, I think been like 3 years now. Like it's very rare because I'm so real. It just is what it is, and I appreciate the bluntness of things and the boldness of things because nobody keeps it real and nobody is bold and nobody lives their truth and says things out loud because we so silent and we so worried about what other motherfuckers gonna think. Who gives a fuck? Nobody ain't doing shit for you. Who cares what other people think? What the fuck do you think and what do your mate think? That's it.
You ain't fucking harming no elders, fucking with no kids, doing no fuck shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas kiss my ass.
Right, it's not important. Like, and we all talking about we so grown and everybody act like they so this and that. If you was everything that you said that you was, bro, you would not be out here giving a fuck about nobody else. Because in other people is not where you find your happiness. You find your happiness within yourself. And in order to find the happiness within yourself, you have to be real with yourself so you can know what the fuck to be happy about.
Sure.
And that's why I say that's once again that is no disrespect to mothers or whatever because we fucking God. So it's never no disrespect. We birthed the nation. Never no disrespect. But at the end of the day, when we know what comes along with this great gift of being God, you know, goddamn, that the men are not the ones birthing the nation. So goddamn, their hormones don't do the same thing as God hormones do. So, you know, we just have to be real with ourselves.
Yep.
But we can't not be thinking that people don't have needs. And we can't be thinking that motherfuckers, people only gonna be so patient. You know what I mean? Like, we have to do better. And we're not dealing with it, and you trying to give somebody pity pussy, and now, Lord behold, he been waiting forever. Now he couldn't hold his nut. He nutting you again. This is a whole new set of hormone changes on top of the first set of hormone changes that we did not deal with the first fucking time. So we just steady going through all these changes without fucking dealing. All because we don't want to talk about it. We're not perfect. I mean, we are, but perfection comes from truth. Acknowledging what the fuck you going through is where the perfection come from. If God's body wasn't meant to go through changes when she had babies, your body wouldn't go through changes. So you have to be able to recognize, oh damn, we ain't fucked in a month. I've been, so XYZ babe, woo 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 woo, or whatever. Like, we have to be real with ourselves. You know what I mean? Like, that's just it. Like, now if you can't fuck for health reasons, that's totally a different story. But we talking about after 6 months, the pussy done healed up, everything is good, but the desire just isn't there. Like, we have to start thinking about this. Like, that's it. That's half a year that a motherfucker ain't been able to fuck. And that's half a year that we've been expecting somebody to be faithful. Okay, now we talking about 12 months. That's a whole year that we've expected somebody to be fucking faithful or whatever. After a person don't release in so much amount of time, motherfuckers start feeling different. It could be about you or whatever the fuck. Motherfuckers is angry, and jacking your dick is not it. Like, niggas been jacking their dick since middle school. So that's a total different thing. You know what I mean? Like, most y'all don't even like y'all niggas watching porn. So exactly how is he supposed to jack his dick? With his mind? He can't watch porno. He can't fuck nobody. Like, I mean, what are you supposed to do? And it's not funny.
It ain't, but it is.
It's not. Like,
it is.
So we just have to be realistic. Because realism is really going to help your relationship. And like I said, just because you introduce somebody to an idea does not mean they're going to do it. But it's nice to know that, damn, she care enough about me to know that I ain't fucked in a year.
Yep.
And that she recognized my patience, and she recognized within herself that something is going on. That's nice to hear. And I might just wait, you know what I mean, or whatever. But give people the opportunity. Be real about it. What's up, Sabrina? What's up, Phil?
What up, bro?
Like, just be real. That's my whole thing.
Big pants on.
Yeah. But that's called that ego, bro. And that's what we mean about that damn shedding that ego and dropping them insecurities. Because once again, if that foundation is solid, bro, nothing is going to come in. Nothing can come in.
I ain't insecure about nothing. Shit, I know my wife look at attractive men.
And he know how lustful I am. Lustful than a motherfucker. I love you, black man. I really do. That's why I was a hoe. Like, because it's just too much out here, and you be wanting to know about it all. And I don't like just wanting to know.
I know how she treat me.
That's right.
So that shit don't matter to me.
But now, at this point, I can genuinely say that I am insecure. I don't have any insecurities as well at this point and stage in our relationship. That's why I'm so excited about 2020, because it's like a whole new era for us. You know what I mean? Because it's just a different stage for our relationship, because we've been solid. That's never been the issue. But it don't matter how solid you is if you don't fucking recognize it. It don't matter how solid you is if y'all don't fucking take the stance to be like, we solid in a motherfucker. And really say that to each other, and to really know that when we step outside this motherfucking door, bro, it don't fucking matter what happens. I don't give a fuck what female is in my husband inbox, or what female try to talk to my nigga in his kitchen at work or whatever in the side, or what stretchy pants she got on today trying to put a butt cheek on him, whatever, because I already know, nigga, he gonna handle that. It don't even get to me. and vice versa. Yeah, dude might want to fuck or whatever the case may be, but he don't even have to worry about it because it ain't going nowhere. And on top of that, we know ourselves, so we don't even put ourselves in situations that's gonna turn sexual because we already seeing and we already knowing who we are, what we exude, and we know that if you're in a intimate setting with us for too long, you're gonna end up wanting to fuck for whatever the reasons. So we just don't put ourselves in total different situations.
I don't put myself in those situations.
Yeah.
You should let golf ball save anything.
It's okay.
You stupid, bro.
But anywho, that's definitely been an hour. So thank y'all for tuning in. Don't forget to hit the goddess drip like it's already in there. Rockin' Musa is in the bio. Make sure y'all watch the Bible studies because it's about to get popping. And right now it's really simple. You know what I mean? And at the beginning it was creation. Like, so that's very simple, but y'all know how big the Bible is. Make sure when we post the Black Love and Appreciation Cookout, y'all like the page so you can stay ready so you ain't gotta get ready. He said it should be a female superhero. He make me sick.
Stupid.
But that's real. She'll have all the niggas. But anyway, and what's up, LeVar? But so we appreciate it.
What's up, Bar?
As always, if y'all need us, we here. Y'all know y'all can jump in the inbox or whatever. But tonight we're going to the Afro Soca Love Party, and y'all know we'll go live. Can't wait to see what that's about. And don't forget to come out to Lyrical Healing tomorrow at LaJuan's.
So full.
Tomorrow.
South Tryon. I'll be performing up there along with other artists. Got a good, I'm going to say almost like 20 artists or whatever.
Yeah, and it's a whole vibe. Like, they be in there doing their poetry, and they have vendors. It's just like a vibe. Y'all really need to check it out. It's free entry, so it's no reason. And mind you, the person who put this together is just turned 25 last week. She's 24 years old, Portia the Poet, and she's out here, like, making moves. That's what I'm saying, bro. I love the movers and the shakers. You know what I mean? That's out here being positive. She giving other people a platform to show they damn work too. She not stingy with it or whatever. And these are the type of people that I like to be around. You know what I mean? Gail said, I love you. We love you too, sis. Thank you for always supporting. We appreciate that. LeVar said, all good family. Lachey said, Black Shiro. Exactly. But man, y'all know what it is, man. We love y'all. Peace out.
Peace, Black Power.
All right, YouTube. Peace.